Hello everybody and welcome once again to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with Goth Tarot, and it's my weekly exploration into what some of us consider the shadow parts of ourselves, our shadow sides. So of course at the end I may suggest some shadow work. I do this by doing a card reading that kind of uses the themes that are darker or more Gothic-like in various tarot decks. For example, the Santa Muerte Tarot, or the Crow's Magic Tarot, or the Black Tarot, or the Ghost Tarot. They're all here in this reading. Basically, it's a number of cards. We just kind of work through the process. So for the first set of cards, I use the Santa Muerte Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. Whoops, I have the wrong deck. Excuse me. So for the first part, I use the Santa Muerte Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. It's a beautiful deck. And what we're looking for in the first card is the dark design, the idea of what our main focus or environmental factors around us seem to be at this time. The dark design. And it's the Three of Swords. Oops. It's the Three of Swords. It's upright. I'll put you right there in the center. The dark design suggests there's really a time of sadness and separation. It's probably like somebody has had their heart broken in a way and they feel separated or cut off. This could be about actual relationships, but maybe for dark-minded people, goth-minded people, this could also be just talking about maybe another stage in our own journey. You know, sometimes we find that people just never accept us and we feel cut off from life or estranged from life, disenfranchised from life, situations like that. And so it's just, could be talking about the whole idea behind being goth-minded is kind of emphasized this week for whatever reasons. So then card 2 also comes from the Santa Muerte Tarot, and we're going to suggest, well, we're going to call it what it is. It's the reverse Knight of Cups. I guess I'll put that over here. So reversed Knight of Cups. And this is the dark drama. This is the influences of others around you. They may be people, they just may be situations or environments or energies. But the Knight of Cups reversed, maybe the influences of people are sort of also moving towards a heartbreak. So maybe there is something really physical about what I said in the first card, because I think there is this idea that there is maybe a change in a relationship, and it's probably a strong emotional one. So maybe whatever it is, if this doesn't apply to you, if you don't see this happening, or if it's not going to happen, it could be, you know, just really this very perhaps visceral change in our status quo with our relationships in other ways. So then the third card, sort of creating a triangle with the other two, I call it the Dark Destiny. And the Dark Destiny, it's the Eight of Wands. I had to really look at it because it's just such a cool card. I don't know if I've ever drawn this before in this deck. So the Eight of Wands will fit pretty nicely over there. So of course that creates an ascending triangle. And the Dark Destiny is talking about how we can possibly or most likely move forward from this idea. And there's a lot of energy here. Maybe we are finding something new to move towards. You know, a lot of times with the Eight of Wands, I feel that the movement is precise and targeted towards some new situation maybe that we feel needs to happen. So I can kind of see that here. Maybe we just feel empowered to really leave this relationship behind that causes pain or is separating us. It could very well be something like that. But now we're going to move on to a different deck. And it's the Goth Tarot, because we're going to look at the dark shadows, the things that haunt us, the things that maybe are still around, kind of creating their own energy and that we can't leave them. They're bad memories. Maybe in some cases they could be actual ghosts or apparitions, but more likely for all of us, they're just really those other kinds of things that haunt us. They may be more likely attitudes of ourselves or past memories, or attitudes from other people that just we can't get rid of for some reason. What are the dark shadows for this week? And it's the Ace of Wands. And I'll put the Ace of Wands there. No, I guess I should lift it up a little bit. So I'll lift it up a little bit and put it that way, like that. It's going to be a lopsided triangle now going the other direction. But this position is what haunts us. And maybe what haunts us is we have a drive to start something. We have a drive maybe to move into a part of ourselves that we feel could be challenging, magnetic, charismatic. We want to take the lead. We want to have an involvement with something. It doesn't necessarily deny our personal darkness, our opinion or view of life. It's not that we're necessarily bringing light there, but that could be a metaphor. Maybe some of us are haunted by the fact that we don't necessarily feel we're doing the right thing here. We need a challenge that maybe takes us in another direction. I'm not really sure why I feel that way, because I know a lot of people would probably disagree with that to some degree. But we're going to move on from there. And then the next position, the next card, is the Dark Truth, which I take from the Night Sun Tarot. And the Dark Truth is a reality that we must accept. It's not necessarily what haunts us, memories or things that we regret in some ways. It's actually a thing that is about us that we can't necessarily change, at least not right now, and we really have to examine and accept the profound changes that could be indicated. I'm going to prop you up a little bit. But like I said, this is from the Night Sun Tarot, which is also Lo Scarabeo, like the Goth Tarot and Santa Muerte. And also, like Santa Muerte Tarot was designed and drawn by Fabio Listrani. It's a really nice deck too, of course. I use it exclusively for Goth Tarot, or nearly. So what is the dark truth? What is the reality that we must accept? It's the Four of Pentacles. It's upright. The Four of Pentacles, I'll squeeze you in over there. The Four of Pentacles. You need to give up something. You're holding on to something very closely. A lot of times this could be suggesting, our material situations. Because I'm applying it to the other cards in the situation, there's something that you really need to consider letting go of. It's something that maybe holds you back. It's probably an unhealthy interest that's nearly addictive for you in some ways. It could be attitudes. It could be what you covet or what you're trying to protect yourself from, what you're holding on to. Maybe it's relationships or situations you need to let go. And I don't know, I feel like some of that was indicated in the earlier cards. But that is the bottom line, is the dark reality is some change needs to happen that comes from when we're able to release our feelings of possession or need over something. So now we're going to move to the sixth card. And the sixth card represents that possibility of a dark twist, something unexpected. Maybe it's fortuitous, but maybe it's not. I'm going to use the Black Tarot for that, and we're going to see what destiny may throw in there that could change things one way or the other. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, and not necessarily something you saw happening or that destiny saw happening. It just kind of is that dark twist. It's the reversed Page of Wands. Bad timed, unexpected news. Perhaps it's about a venture. That you've been expecting to exploit in some way, or that you've been hoping for. I get the feeling like it could be a communication from somebody in your family or related to your family. And it may not be necessarily really good news, or it's the timing of it that really, mostly kind of, sucks in a way. So I don't know exactly how it's a dark twist, but I guess for each of us it could be a very different thing. And we'll kind of know when it happens, why it's a dark twist. So now, to finally complete the interlaced triangles of a sort there, I'm going to use the Crow's Magic Tarot to do the final card, the center card. And the idea here is this is the dark gift. This is those abilities or insights or further skills or intuitions that you may have that may possibly be able to help you in spite of all this, in spite of the dark twist, in spite of what seems to be, some sort of disengagement in relationships or with a specific relationship. So how can the dark gift help you? You know, you're maybe having trouble realizing you have to release things or let go of things that burden you. What is the dark gift? It's the reverse two of coins. The dark gift is almost a little bit of chaos in a way. The dark gift maybe suggests there's something within your nature, your abilities, that will allow you to ride through the chaos a little bit that may be coming. At any rate, you will need to really refocus in a lot of ways some of your priorities. There's just a sense here really that things will need to be balanced. I mean, you were probably trying to think about how you could restart something that maybe its memory haunts you. Maybe all of these things, all of these situations, you're going to have to find your abilities to refocus them and balance them out, reprioritize them, because, you know, in a lot of ways, none of us can do everything. None of us can really do everything. We have to sometimes let some things go. We have to, whether it's relationships or other things, and maybe that's the dark truth, is that, you know, like those relationships mentioned in the beginning, those are what are maybe needing to consider where they really are important in your life. So it sounds like this is a good time to look at the shadow work we have, and for that I'm going to use the Earth and Bone Oracle, which I've been using. It's by Syrian Shadow, and it's a beautiful deck. It's an oracle deck. Oops, let's not leave the book in there. But that's the book that comes with it. And at the end is an affirmation that I believe is basically the shadow work that may be able to help us in this quagmire that's going on. So I'm going to take the 7th card that we just showed. I'm going to put that over there like that. Ooh, kind of bad. Kind of bad. Ow! Well, here's our shadow work card. I feel like an Enya song coming on. Time. Number 20, time. Planning. Making decisions. Leaving comfort. Taking risks. We're going to put you back there, and we're going to put you there. Do everything you want to do before your time is up. Live the life you want. Don't wait for anyone or anything. Don't get to the end of the road with any regrets. If there's something you want to do, then do it. Stop waiting for the right time. Now is the right time. Less thinking, more doing. Boy, this is so pertinent, really. Stop fearing the unknown, stop doubting, and start imagining all the positive possibilities. Nothing is set in stone. Have the courage and willpower to try. The universe and your spirit guides have your back. Your spirit team wants the best for you. They want you to enjoy this life to the fullest. Lessons are presented to you that you must learn so that your dreams and desires can align perfectly. Go through what you need to experience and feel. Learn to heal. Going through it is the only way to get what you want. Make positive changes if you aren't happy. You hold the power for your own happiness. Exude gratitude, and it will all work out. Our affirmation. I give myself permission to thrive. I am attracting high vibrational experiences into my life. And once again, that was from the Earth and Bone Oracle deck. So I thank you all for coming. I'm going to give you a last look here at all of the cards. I think I'll move that one there for the moment. Whoops. So I wanted to thank everybody once again for coming to Goth Tarot, and I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to watch all of our other programs this week, and don't forget to watch Your Weird Week, which is Monday's episode. Really is playing out already, so we'll have a lot to say about this when we do our recap, but it's very interesting. All right, so take care, everybody. I hope you have a great, wonderful Goth week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.